Good morning, everyone. Jeanette Biro here. I'm a medium and a channeler, and welcome to your weekday daily card reading where we dive into the cards and see what's in store with a message from Spirit. How are you doing today? I am what am I feeling this week? This week feels revolutionary in many ways, and I mean that for me personally more energetically, like new energies coming in, these new frequential experiences. So I'm curious if any of you are feeling that. But let's see what Spirit wants to share in the cards. Again, I'm using the Awakening Avalon Oracle deck this week. So let's see what Spirit wants to say here. You know what's funny is they're like, notice the word you used. And I was like, which one? They're like revolutionary, a revolution, another revolution. And they were meaning not like rebellion revolution, but like another cycle, right? Another circle. And that's what we were really talking about on kind of Monday, Tuesday, I think. So interesting theme. That's kind of still staying consistent. Very cool. Okay, let's see what's in the cards here. Ooh, I like this 4. Okay. I love this pairing. Okay, first of all, I'm going to put these two together. I love when we get this pairing. First of all, this card, Talk to the Moon, says invite dreams and messages. And then this one, our third eye chakra card, says allow divine insight. Now, when these two come through together, this speaks really loudly to me of dream state communication. For many of you, there are still, because this has been kind of a consistent repeated theme for the last while, there are messages coming through in dream state. And for some of you, that might be deep in dream state, and some it might be just like snippets right before you wake up or right before you fall asleep. Some of you, they're showing me maybe seeing visions, different faces as you're falling asleep. Now, I do want to say if that's happening to you, that is very much clairvoyance. That is your third eye chakra opening up. And you're literally seeing these flashes of beings. Now, it doesn't mean that they're haunting you or anything like that. It just means you're becoming aware of things beyond this dimension. And really, that's cool. And really, that's a natural way of being. So if that's happening to you, just take a breath. It is all okay. Allow it to unfold if you're comfortable. If you're not, then you can set a boundary there, and that's completely okay. But there is a energetic... They're showing it to me like a slide, kind of like a water slide. And when you think about a water slide, the water is there to help move the person on the water slide with ease, right? They're not going to get stuck or anything like that. It's to help them move with ease. They're showing me that this is the energy at nighttime, which is why Spirit is able to come through with more clarity and messages, because there's less blocking it. We're less busy with our busy mind and busy thoughts. And that's why it's in these moments of just falling asleep or just waking up, Spirit can come through really clearly. Also, in the midst of dream state, at any point, if there's something very specific they want you to remember, they will also wake you up, is what they're showing me. Many times you may also notice you're waking up at a specific time in the night. Say it's 3:33 or just 3 o'clock in the morning, or even if it's like 2:52, but every time it's 2:52, there's purpose into that. That's to get your attention, to say, hey, pay attention. What did you just get in the dream state? What were you just told, shown? Notice what it is, write it down, validate it somehow to make it real for you. Again, Spirit really wants to communicate in these new energies here. Now, next thing I want to talk about too within that is noticing the numbers. I love when we get this number pattern card. It says watch for Spirit messages, specifically in numbers. I have done a podcast before on what the numbers mean, so you can check that out. I'll try and attach it to the end of the video. These number messages, though, are coming in as reinforcements. Spirit is saying it is one of the easiest ways to reinforce something for you. Now, they're saying for those of you that are seeing all of the numbers, I've had people say, I'm seeing 111, 222, 333, 555, 777. Like, at that point, which one do I follow? Like, how do I know which one is the one? That really represents that you are stepping up into a new paradigm, a new reality. Like, things in your world are shifting, not just one thing, one theme, but like you're completely starting a new chapter. You're in that new phase of ascension. So essentially, if we go back to the spiral staircase we were talking about of ascension and awakening, you really are hitting that next level of the spiral. So notice that. But again, number patterns is the easiest way that spirit can come through, and they love to come through that way. So just notice it. Even if you don't know how to interpret it yet, you just say, I see that. I see that number pattern. Thank you for that. Okay, so numbers. And then this card is so important when we are in change energies, new paradigms, and all of that. This card says, release expectations, let go and trust. Sometimes we get so focused on manifestation that we essentially over manifest with specificity. Now, this is where it's going to sound like I'm saying the opposite of what I also say sometimes, which in some cases that is valid, but it depends on your perspective, and here's why. Sometimes our manifestation can be so specific that we block the way in which the universe can bring it in. Other times though, specificity is beneficial because we can give greater parameters to the universe for what we would like it to look like. So here's how you maneuver both. When we manifest with specificity, we can give examples of what it is we would like to see, how we would like to feel, and you can be as specific as you want in those examples, but then you have to release that to the universe for the universe to bring it back in the best way that it can. So you can't hang on to that specificity like hanging onto a rope, because you're actually going to prevent your own progress. You're going to hold yourself back. And maybe that's some of the tethers that they were talking about just the other day. So once we've made those manifestations and we've kind of reiterated them, release it. Know that the universe has heard you. Once the universe has heard you, you can then sit back for a moment and rest. Put your feet up, observe the world around you, be busy in the waiting, be busy creating while you're waiting other things, and then see how the universe brings those things back to you. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I highly recommend really kind of paying attention to where this happens for you. Where do you get hung up in trying to control the outcome? Because again, the outcome of how things play out in our world has to come from a co-creation between us and the universe. So we can't completely take it over. Just as the universe can't completely do it for us, it won't hit the markers, but when we do it together, we can hit these beautiful markers of our desires. So something to consider today. So really notice what's happening in dream state, what's happening clairvoyantly for many of you. Notice the numbers, and then release the expectations of how it should happen. Know that the universe has heard you, and open up to how it is unfolding in your path so that you don't miss it. So I will leave that with all of you for today. Happy Thursday, everyone. And I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow.